In an early lead session, we were asked to share three experiences that influenced who we are today. One of the experiences I shared was attending a wrestling camp run by this man, Jay Robinson. Jay won three national titles coaching the University of Minnesota wrestling team. He was an Olympian, a U.S. Army Ranger, and a Vietnam vet. Jay had a saying, "It's not what you say that counts, it's what you do." And what did we do? We pushed. We pushed ourselves to the limits. And then when we thought that there was nothing left, we kept pushing. And as barriers kept falling, something became obvious. It was our perception of those barriers that were standing in our way. At camp, we had 4 practices a day. The first started before sunrise around 6 a.m., and the last ended at midnight. We would do a couple miles of conditioning in the morning, then a session on technique after breakfast. We would drill after lunch, and then we would run stadiums for a few hours after dinner. And during one of those evening workouts while running stadiums, I sliced my arm on the jagged edge of a chain link fence. When I left that camp, I was 24 pounds lighter than when I arrived. I had a hairline fracture in one of my knees, and I was left with this scar on my right arm. My name is Sam Solomon, and I tell you that story not for you to hear about a horrible experience I had, but to hear about a profound one that had a lasting impact on me, one that I wouldn't change for the world, one that opened my eyes, that lit a fire. And 17 years later, I am still instilled with that same ethos. That experience has made me competitive, calculated, and confident. It has made me disciplined, decisive, and determined. If I am tired, I will keep going. If I am ignorant, I will learn. If I am challenged, I will overcome. That scar is proof that when the stakes are high, I know I can count on myself. I can count on myself because I can push. At the same time, I have extremely high expectations for my work and the things I do. If something isn't good, what do? I push. I rework it. I rework it again. I rework it on nights and weekends. I rework it not because someone asked me to, but because sometimes that is the price of exceptional work. But great strengths can also be great weaknesses. And when we do exceptional work and are willing to do what it takes to get there, it can be difficult to turn down. For the vast majority of my career, I have taken on this work, not because I needed to, but because I wanted to, because I wanted to build, I wanted to learn, because I wanted to push. When I began Lead, I was aware of some of my blind spots, but I couldn't quite articulate them. And if I'm being completely honest with myself, part of that is because I've been a little selfish. When you have the experience and the context and the capability, it's so much easier to just say, I'll do it, than to take time to provide those things to someone else. So where do I go here? What can I do moving forward? For one, I can wait to speak. When I speak first, it influences others who may respond differently. Or even worse, my comments may discourage dissenting opinions. But by waiting to speak, I provide others with the opportunity to voice their ideas. What else? I can start saying no to projects. Despite my desire to work on everything, and I have tried, and it's no longer possible, but it's also not right. By taking a project, I might inadvertently hinder another designer from learning something new. It might be a missed chance to do competitive analysis, or study new patterns, or build confidence in their work. Now, that's not to say that design is zero-sum, because it's not. There's always an opportunity to pair. But there is a limited number of projects. And there is a big difference when you're the one that has to make and justify the decisions. And there is a big difference when the responsibility is yours. So instead of doing things myself, I will allow others to take on projects, to build knowledge and hone their skills, and take responsibility for the work that they do. Instead of speaking first, I'll allow others to voice their opinions so that they can be heard and their ideas can be recognized. And then there's this question. It's a question that has been asked over and over by friends, family, in interviews. What makes Salesloft so special? And that answer really hasn't changed in the last 5 years. The people here, they disagree and they don't take it personally. They disagree because they care. They care about the customer and the company and the product. And I know what Salesloft can be. I wake up every day and throw my weight into that vision. But moving forward, I'm going to take a slightly different approach. I'm going to be mindful about allowing others to speak, to build, to learn, and to push. And should they need help, I will still be here. I'll still be here to encourage and to push right alongside. Thank you.